Hey guys, Matt here at Rick Brewery. Happy Homebrew Wednesday to you. It's late on a Tuesday edition. We have a beer here that was sent to me from one of the chaporone challenge packages. A couple guys were nice enough to send me a gift, so I really appreciate it. I'm not going to disclose who sent this to me because I don't want to give away who's in my hub. But this is the Parish Brewing Company Pure Tropics. And if you can see it, I don't know if you can see it from there, but it is Hazy AF in the bottle. It says it has brewed with pineapple, guava, and mango. So sounds like something that's right up my alley. Got my festive Halloween October edition bottle opener. Oh yeah, look at that. That is very hazy. A little bit of sludge at the bottom, not a big deal. Look at that, it is a very, very light colored beer. And you are not seeing anything through that. Oh yeah, that is just a fruit bomb. Man, it smells like fruit salad. It smells great. Cheers. Yeah, that's delicious. just a big overload of fruit. Put fruit in here specifically. Oh no, it does say brewed with pineapple, guava, and mango. So maybe they did put some fruit in there as well. But you can definitely get that. Dankness, I guess, from the hops. You can definitely taste that. And I guess, you know, yeah, maybe a little bit of banana there too. It's all tropical, this one. That's delicious. Thank you for sharing with me something I couldn't get here in South Carolina. So other things I have for you this week. It was a very busy day today. Which is part of the reason why I'm doing this tonight, because tomorrow I'm going to be even more busy with a really long shift at work. So I figured I wouldn't have a chance to get a video out then, so I'll go ahead and do it now. Did have a brew day yesterday. Brewed up my Russian Imperial Stout. We call it Rasputin's Beard. The gravity was close to what I wanted. I was aiming for 1097. I ended up with 1090. Had some issues with the mash. I tried to use the SS Brewtech Sparge Arm again with this setup. Didn't work out as well as I thought it would. You'll probably see in some of the video. Maybe I can't remember if I caught most of that or not. Because kind of at the end of the brew day, I was just kind of scrounging around just to get it done. I had a doctor's appointment. I ended up having to leave for the appointment. At the end of the boil, came back, brought it back up to a boil again for a few more minutes just to make sure it was good and sanitary, and then finished out the brew day. But I think I might just go back to the pickup tube that Spike Brewing gave me for recirculating. I don't think that the Sparge Arm really gained me much. In fact, with that, at least maybe I was just having an issue with the amount of grain that was there. But with the amount of grain that was in there, it was constantly churning the grain towards the bottom of the mash with that sitting in there. So it wasn't really, vorloffing properly and having a nice clear wort. Also, it fixed the issue that I thought it would have with the other arm, where there wasn't any channeling, but it started creating a bit of a vacuum. So I was just having issues with throttling the pump and everything else. So, you'll probably see some of that in the video, but it was, all in all, it went okay. It dragged out that part of the process a little bit than I would have liked. But I think I am going to go back to the other way because I haven't had any problems with that in the past. Works out okay, and didn't have any issues with efficiency. So, I do have some beers I'm going to submit to a local competition up in North Carolina. I got the Mango Kolsch that I'm going to submit to this competition just to see how a sanctioned panel of judges rate this. Just kind of curious to get more feedback on it. And then I also have the Marzen that I'm going to send in as well. It's doing really well here, so I figured, submit it for that, for professional judging and get some feedback. Not planning on winning any competitions. It would be a nice surprise if I placed anything, but I'm more just at this point looking for some feedback. I've never submitted my beers to a sanctioned competition before, so this is a whole new experience for me. I just wanted to check it out. I did buy these quick disconnect jumpers from Bobby at Brew Hardware. This was suggested by Wally Feck, so I'm going to try this the next time I need to use my beer gun, because this will just allow me to extend the line out of the kegerator a little bit further so that I can actually bottle on my counter beside it. It won't be as awkward to use the gun as it is now, because I didn't want to buy a bunch of new equipment. These things probably cost me, between the two of them, maybe $18, $20, something like that. So it's a small investment to give myself a little bit easier of a time over there. So I'm going to give that a try. And then lastly, SJ Pour Challenge beers. Round 2 is starting now. I did send out everything this week. I mailed out all the boxes to everyone that was in my hub yesterday. Surprisingly enough, one person got their box already today. I was really surprised that it came that fast. So everybody should have everything by Friday according to all my tracking updates. So I look forward to seeing everyone's reviews, the scores coming in, and everyone progressing on to the next round and see how everybody fares out. So good luck to everybody in this round. Enjoy the brew footage. I do have some pictures from the Renaissance Faire I can tack on to the end as well. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody, and cheers. Okay, it's brew day. It's going to be Russian Imperial Stout. Got our grains all milled already. All 22 pounds of them. Yeah, it's quite a lot. We're just bringing up the water to temp now for mashing. I'm doing it a little bit differently, kind of like what I did with the first batch. So, of course, the hot liquor tank is full of water. It's been treated for chlorine. And then the mash water, since this is such a big beer, it requires 8 1/4 gallons of mash water. So what I figured I would do, I put all the salts in there already. That's why it's a little bit cloudy. This way I get all that mixed in real good here. And yeah, we'll just do it in the old-fashioned way. This way we make sure that the water's treated properly. Oh yeah, it's one full mash tun. Look at that, we're up to almost 11 gallons in there. 22 pounds of grain added into 8 1/4 gallons of water. And we just started recirculating. Trying out my SS Brewtech manifold again. Just like on the old system. I figured with this much in here, I'm gonna give this a go and try to get as much efficiency out of this as I can. Oh, here we go, we're now sparging. Going in very slow. Man, telling you what, I had nothing but trouble with this thing. I was not able to keep the mash temp. I'm not really sure why it's showing 143. I used this Inkbird here and it's showing 148. I could not get this thing to stay up to 151. I also started off early too. I started off at 140 and was hoping to ramp it up to 151. But with this being such a big beer and so much grain in there, as you can see, I mean it's flowing fine, but this line is not filled with liquid like it normally is. So I don't know. It's gonna be okay, I guess. Just not exactly what I was expecting. Well, the first runnings were 1075. I measured them about a gallon in, so it might be might have been a bit higher than that. So once we get up to our pre-boil volume, I'll go ahead and check it again, see how close we were. But I've been trying to use this that sparge arm in there, which I guess you saw earlier. And I think I might just go back to the tube again. This pickup tube here. So that's what I used the first 3 times and it seemed to work out okay. But I'll figure this out once I find out what my efficiency is. If my efficiency was good, then maybe I'll keep it. If it was the same or worse than that pickup tube, then I'll just swap back to what Spike gave me. Alright, finally got past hot break. That was a long one. with all the stuff going on in this one. So we got 4.5 ounces of Challenger. And you go.